As we gather, I want to say it is an honor for me to be here to tell something of an old story at one of the oldest instruments in the world. The harp has been an instrument of praise song since the 3rd millennium BC. It was used in the recitation of a myth or sacred story in several oral traditions that included the biblical oral tradition, the Greek oral tradition, the Irish and Norse oral traditions. It is my honor to rekindle the art of praise singing in the old way for the here and now, for our shared humanity, the good struggle, the one family. Today, my story is excerpted from a much longer story, but I wish to share with you, and we will begin with a hymn, verse from a hymn to the muse Calliope, the muse of epic poetry, a poem of my own in which I dedicate my words, my presentation here, to the mothers and families that have lost children in the unholy wars of our day. Then, verse from the Cypria, a prelude to the Iliad, and some scholars have suggested that the Trojan War bears the seed of the conflict between East and West, a conflict that we are witness to in our time. And then, finally, verse from Euripides' Trojan Women, long considered to be the greatest denunciation of war in ancient literature, then as now. Aidi Musa moi file, volpeste mes katarku, orede so mapal seon, e mas frenasto nito, Calliope, Calliope asofa, muson progata geti terpnon, kai musedes todota latus kone, delie payan. Ime Diane. I am Christian, Muslim, Jewish. I am not a poet anymore, and this is not a poem. You have entered a conflict zone. You have come to a place of desolation, where we who were poets and musicians once now raise our instruments in defiance of those who would make a weapon of destruction of our Creator. As soldiers of song, we resist the rising tide of intolerance, hate, prejudice, and war, and come, with courage taken from a cricket's leap, to brandish our broken instruments and play the seemingly powerless song that seeks the power of song, recites until, in hatred's own face, we are capable of creating something with which to cherish the last breath of so many, until there is heard among our seemingly defeated ranks laughter and praise clear and loud for a rebellion of peace, and word that the last breath of the child, our Christian, Muslim, and Jewish children, has become the first. From the Cypria. And let me add that in the spirit of the ancient praise song, the poet did not mean to entertain. Rather, the recitation of the story that for the Greeks included the Iliad and the Odyssey, who used the harp as a memory aid so that the poet could remember what must be said over hours and hours and hours of the telling of your great epics. It wasn't an entertainment. but an opportunity to be taken back to the fabulous time of beginnings. Thank you. Excuse me, I need help. Excuse me. When the countless tribes of men, though wide dispersed, oppressed the surface of deep-bosomed earth. And Zeus saw this and had pity. And in his wise heart resolved to relieve the all-nurturing earth of men by causing the great struggle of the Ilian War, that the load of death might empty the world. And so the heroes were slain at Troy, and the plan of Zeus came to pass. Let me lie. There's no comfort in your comforting. Here in the dust pain such as mine belongs. I was a princess born. My husband was a king. The sons I bore were heroes to a man. One by one they fell to Greek spears. My virgin daughters were torn from my arms and given to the enemy. I, who bore Hector. Dear child Cassandra, you who shared the mysteries of gods, what outrage cancels your virginity? And Polyxena, child of sorrow, where are you? Dust mingled with smoke spreads wings to the sky. I can see nothing. The world is blotted out. Criseo formings
san, tehan on tasai kuhai men basis, aglapi asaka. Teton tai doi si masin, hake si choron, opotan prohoi mion. Ambolas doi elelizomena, kai tonaik matan ke roi non stenmi hais.
Come, child, I pity your mother, but time is up. You must climb to the topmost fringe of your father's towers, where the sentence says you must leave your life behind. Now, accept this decision and be sensible. Don't cling to him or tell yourself you have some strength when you have none. See for yourself, your husband is dead. Your city destroyed. You are a prisoner. Shall we match our strength against one woman? We can. Take him. Fitunde kadaktere, Adonai Theon. So precious. Oh, the sweet smell of your skin. When you were newly born, I wrapped you up, tended you day and night, worn out with weariness, for nothing, all for nothing. Look, you weeping women of Troy, stroke on stroke scars our bleeding land. See the Dadastianaks, murdered without mercy, flung from Troy's high towers. Dawn. Dawn that the whole world loves. How could she smile on us dying? Troy has fallen. She has faded at the breath of war, as smoke at the beating of wings. Yet had heaven not cast down our greatness and engulfed all in the earth's depths, Troy would be a name unknown, our agony unrecorded, and those songs unsung, which we shall give to a future age. City lost. Children lost. All lost. Was there ever heard such a chorus of pain? Can even the dead see this and forget to weep? She leads. She and a Guido. Their ankles are the dance. Listen, gods, to their hymn. For none is more beautiful. Besides their singing, my song is an owl's hoot. But I sing for them as they sing for the goddess, and all for peace. Until all at last is one harmony. Come dawn, as to the trumpeting of swans, as day finds the sirens at their song, and feed us earth and heart and grace of peace. Beauty, beauty, like that tossing yellow hair. Life is not woven without grief on the loom. For peace we cry, O Artemis, grandmother of lions, promiteraton lindarion. Then as now, come dawn, come. Absalom, shalom. Mir, Irene. Peace. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I would like to conclude today. I think I have another minute, but because then and now, these voices from the past, I think, hold wisdom for the moment at hand and for all time. And so I would like to share with you a poem as a farewell for the privilege and honor of being here in Delphi, in this land that I loved, where my husband and I were married so many decades ago. A poem that I wrote in 2000, actually, when I was a participant in a festival in Izmir, Turkey. And this poem was then dedicated to Ariel Sharon and Yasser Arafat. It was called Jerusalem 2000. Again, always a dedication to the families who have lost children in these wars at present. Jerusalem 2000. The sin of pride has made the Holy Land bleed. Stains of anger cover the land where ghosts kiss desert stone, and the dead crave the peace even more than the living. When two mothers claimed the same infant, wise King Solomon gave it to the woman who would not see the child divided. What would wise King Solomon say now about Jerusalem, where every day mothers watch as children bleed and suffer lacerations that are star-shaped, cross-shaped, crescent-shaped. How long must Jerusalem suffer? To live, the city must be whole and home to all her children. And if she cannot be shared, then leave the city as an offering to the one who gave it holiness. Let Christians, Jews, and Muslims walk away from this Tower of Babel we have made and give this city back to sunlight and to stars. If Jerusalem cannot be shared, then how can she be holy? What is she but a towering idol of human history worshipped in the name of man? Jerusalem, are we barbarians that we come to the door of the new millennium to stand by while King Solomon, among so many others, raised the knife? Have we not also held the good book and seen our own hands are stained enough? We mothers, grandmothers, want no more children cut in two and no more worship of any idol that blasphemes God's love for all his children. If this is the wisdom of our age, then give the city back to sunlight and to stars. Return Jerusalem to the wind, to the reverence of horses running wild through empty streets, and call this a peace process. Thank you. Such an honor to have